people, welcome back to the channel. So some time ago I told you that I'm getting into Lenormand practice, and I even made a video for you about like a short introduction to Lenormand where I talked to you a bit about what Lenormand is, what deck I'm currently using for this practice, as well as some of my experience with it. And in that video, if you haven't watched it, I'm linking it down below so you can go ahead and watch it afterwards. Anyway, in that video I told you that I was expecting this another Lenormand deck to arrive, actually the one that I've been in love with for such a long time, even before I got into Lenormand practice, and this is why I'm just getting the deck now, because now I actually have a use for it, if you will. So I promised you then when the deck would arrive I would take you with me and show you the deck. So we are here today with another unboxing, believe it or not. I believe this is the third one on the channel if I'm not mistaken. So I have the scissors here, I have the package that arrived today, and I'm going to do my best trying to unbox it with you. You know that I'm not really an unboxing on camera person, so I'm going to do my best, okay? Anyway, without further ado, make yourself comfortable, grab yourself something delicious to drink, and let's unbox this beauty of a deck. So, once again, I can't promise I will actually unbox it entirely on camera, because I'm already getting stressed because I do not want to damage the deck. A little ASMR, and let me figure out how the hell do I open this thing. Y'all, I opened it like a total moron, and I had to do it off camera, I'm sorry. Anyway, I do not know how people do these types of unboxings, like that's crazy. Also, I need to take care not to like burn this thing because of the candle. Anyway, let me take this thing out. Oh, there is another packaging. Why? Okay, so we have another part of unboxing now. I did not expect this. Okay, let's proceed with this. Hold on. I didn't even tell you the name of the deck, but you could see it in the title. So the deck is called Seventh Sphere Lenormand, and of course I can't open this. Let me grab the scissors real quick and see how do we do this. Okay, hold on. Wow, okay, I struggled with this part a lot. Now that's some crazy packaging, let me tell you. For a hold on. Okay, that was some crazy packaging. For the deck this size, I just had to take it out of camera because there was also an invoice, and you know, that's some private stuff. Anyway, first of all, there are some stickers here, very lovely. You know that I love when people, store owners, send these little details. Like I just find it so lovely, such a beautiful detail. So that's so cute. I'm sorry. That's so cute. And okay, so let me just put my thoughts in order a little bit, because I feel like I'm just I'm feeling chaotic as usual, like chaotic as hell. So, okay, before we begin, as I said, this is the Seventh Sphere Lenormand. I'm going to leave the creator's name on the screen because I do not know right now what the creator is called, and I believe this deck is out of print currently. I don't know if the deck is going to be back on print or not, but I got this deck secondhand, so this is a used deck. Okay, I got it from Etsy, from a seller who sells tarot, oracle, Lenormand decks, and I decided to give this deck a new life. It's so beautiful. I decided to give this deck a new life because recently I've realized that I have no problem reading with used tarot decks. So that is certainly something. So that is certainly something that opened my mind a little bit in terms of using the used decks. And as I mentioned, I was really in love with this deck when I saw it some years ago, but I wasn't really into Lenormand back in the day. I didn't really know much about it, and now that I got into it, I decided to specifically look for this deck. And this is where I realized that the deck is out of print, but I was lucky enough to find it used, secondhand. And yeah, so this is basically how I got it. This is like a little backstory of the deck. So let's look at it. I love the box. Like, okay, first of all, let me just tell you, I'm loving the box. It has this little magnetic closure or opening, and I love it so much because my other deck, my Santa Muerte Lenormand, it comes in this really big, you know, box. And it's a little bit annoying because I love transporting my cards and bringing them with me everywhere. So this is going to make the transportation much easier. Okay, I'm really loving the box. Let's just look at it real quick. There is some blurb in here. You can pause the video and read it if you want. And I'm loving the design of this box. Like, this color, the turquoise color, it just brings me so much peace, and I love the skulls and everything, so yeah, really loving that. There is a little guidebook apparently. I'm sorry, I put this out of the center. There is a little guidebook, so that looks lovely, and from what I could see there are some spreads in here. Yeah, there are some spreads in here, and there should probably be like a... Can my camera focus, please? Hey, okay. And I believe there should be something like a cheat sheet for the cards. Yeah, here it is. By cheat sheet I mean like there are meanings of the cards. Yeah, it is right here. Okay, that looks handy. That looks handy. I find it really cool. I just realized I haven't really showed you the guidebook for the Santa Muerte Lenormand, but I might do a video where I bring both of these decks maybe. Anyway, so these are the backs. Very lovely. You know me, I'm so appreciative of this foil. Like, I love these details, okay? Just so pretty, and I love that it's just white. And there is no edging to this deck. The deck is simply, it's pretty simple, pretty plain from this, in this aspect, if you will. Okay, okay. I don't know why this unboxing is even more chaotic than usual. I'm sorry. Anyway, so let's look at the cards. They are not in order. I didn't even expect that because used decks again, but that's not a problem at all. So let's look at the cards, shall we? Okay, I must say that this type of... I mean, this deck obviously made me fall in love immensely because of its design. Like, I just find it so incredibly unique. It's just the coloration, just the overall vibe of it. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I mean, I'm probably going to just be saying it's so beautiful over and over again. And I'm also just so mesmerized by these cards myself. So let's just appreciate the artwork together, shall we? Anyway, something I want to say, something I want to add is that if you are a tarot person, if you are a tarot enthusiast or oracle lover, you might realize that these cards are pretty small. And that's basically the thing about Lenormand. Lenormand decks are usually super small. And I think I saw like 1 or 2 Lenormand decks that were like big, but that was a little bit weird, to be honest. Anyway, so incredibly pretty. I believe you can tell by now why I fell in love with this one, like the color palette, the pink, the turquoise. It's just so dreamy. It's so incredibly dreamy, and I can really imagine reading with this deck. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit speechless, okay? I knew that I was gonna love this deck, but I'm in awe because it is just so beautiful. Not like Santa Muerte Lenormand isn't beautiful, because it is, it totally is. But this one just got this different vibe. Anyway, something to notice, the playing cards reference is here on the top, and it's not really that annoying. So there's also something that can be really appreciated, because that's another thing that sometimes bothers me about Lenormand, that, you know, these playing card references are usually really huge and like a part of a card. Here it's really subtle, really minimalist, because this deck is really minimalist. Definitely not traditional, by the way, because the traditional Lenormand decks, I said that I don't really like them. And it is so funny. I just now realized that I recently talked on the channel about how my taste in tarot changed from abstract modern artwork to traditional art such as Thoth and Marseille. Well, with Lenormand, I'm right in the beginning. Modern, pretty abstract artwork. Yeah, loving that. So maybe that will change in the future again, I don't know, but this deck, it is doing it for me. I'm really curious whether I'm going to actually click with it, because that's another thing. Sometimes decks are really pretty, but you don't necessarily click with them, so I'm really hoping maybe I'll be able to read with this one. And yeah, it's so beautiful. It's 36 cards, by the way. The Petite Lenormand always consists of 36 cards, so there are 36 cards in here. Love it. Let me know down below if you are familiar with this deck. I believe this creator also has some tarot decks on the market. I believe I once saw a Marseille deck from them, which was beautiful, but I did not like the major arcana because that's just my thing with Marseille. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I'm rambling. Enjoy the cards. You can also mute me very much, as I used to say in these walkthrough videos, because I'm just rambling, just giving you my random thoughts. So pretty! Okay, I'm so excited. I'm honestly so excited. And I'm really curious whether this creator is going to put this deck back in stock, whether they are going to continue selling it again, because I did not find any information about that. And I found the creator on the Instagram, and their bio says do not DM, so I did not really want to send them an email asking whether they're going to reprint this deck or put it back in print. Also because I really do believe that reutilizing decks is an amazing idea, actually, because, you know, because this deck seems to be completely readable. It looks like new. It's just that it's been opened before, it's been read with before, but that's it, that's all, you know. So I think it certainly does deserve the second chance. I mean, look at these colors, oh my god. Okay, let me just lay a few cards here so you can see how it would look like in a reading. I know that sometimes people really like doing that, so you know what, I'm just gonna shuffle it as well, since it's not in order. Yeah, it shuffles beautifully. Small decks usually shuffle without any problems, you know, so... Okay, let's see how it would look like in an actual reading. Okay, I'm loving that. Look at how beautiful! I mean, come on. Come on. So pretty. Okay, so that would be it, I think, for this video. So this is the 7th sphere, Lenormand, very beautiful, incredibly dreamy, incredibly pleasing in terms of the color palette. I mean, just look at it. So beautiful. Anyway, if you want to know how this deck actually reads, let me know down in the comment section. I believe I'm going to bring it to the channel again, most definitely, while I, progress in my Lenormand journey. And yeah, I think that would be it from me for now. I'm going to spend some time with this deck. I'm going to cleanse it and consecrate it. Also, I don't know what light is doing right now. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little chaotic unboxing. Let me know. Well, I was gonna say let me know if you would like to see more of these videos, but I don't really purchase decks that often, so I don't know when the next one would be possible. But let me know if you like this one, consider subscribing, and I also invite you to just browse through my videos. I have plenty of tarot videos mostly, and videos where you can hear me ramble about some tarot topics, as well as just, just showing you some decks, because I know that you love that, don't you? So I invite you to stay here a little longer, and with that being said, I hope you're staying kind, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye bye! Okay, I don't know why, but literally the light just went completely white and my camera is focusing on the candle.